Hi, my name is Rachel Grandwetter, and I live in New Rochelle, New York. I am the Director of HR at Clason Point Partners, which I began in September of 2016. I stopped working in about October of 2008. At that time, a month later, I had my first child. I was practicing as a litigation attorney at the time. I wasn't quite sure what I was planning on doing. I never actually intended to take an extended period of time off, but after having my first child, my husband and I decided that it was the best decision for us, for me to stay home for a short time, and it worked for our family at the time. The biggest challenge I found in re-entering is that initially I was really worried about reaching out to people and letting them know that I was looking for a job. It's just not in my DNA to just start broadcasting to the world that that's something that I'm doing. Once I started to get comfortable, I told a person here and then I told another person. It started to kind of, it really worked out nicely where I talked to one person and then they put me in touch with their friend who put me in touch with their friend. But the problem that I was facing, that I was having a really difficult time, is that once I spoke to somebody, I didn't know how to take it a step farther. So I didn't know how to go from, thank you so much for your informational meeting, I appreciate the help that you've done for me, to actually saying, do you have a position available? Or do you know somebody who has a position available? What's the hardest for me, and I'm still adjusting to it, is everything else that comes in life. So when I pick my kids up at 4:30, 4:45 from their after-school program, the day's not done. It's not even nearly done. We're running to, soccer practice and this practice and having this event, and we have so many activities, and the weekends again are so busy. We're always running. I used to have a stocked fridge every day, and I would go to the store every single day. I had my friends at the grocery stores, at Trader Joe's. I had my friends that worked there, and I no longer have that, and we often open up the refrigerator on Tuesday and there's nothing for dinner. And that is just something that my husband's had to adjust to, that I've had to adjust to. We recently just started getting pick-up and drop-off of dry cleaning, which has been a lifesaver, but all those little adjustments we've had to make because there's just not as much time in the day as I had before. My key advice to everyone who's a Vermilion member or looking to become a Vermilion member is that it's really important to network. I would not be where I am if I hadn't networked. I found out about Vermilion through a friend who I was trying to network through. The more people you speak to, the better. I really thought I was alone in the process. Sometimes I felt a little helpless, that nobody was really in the same boat as me. And it just felt, once a month when I came to the meetings with Vermilion, it was really uplifting to see that I was not alone. And I actually, being out of the workforce for 8 years, was really kind of like was in the middle of where people were at. There are people who have been out for 20 years, for 15 years, for 2 years, for 3 years. And I realized that there are so many women that are in the same position as me, and it just gave me so much confidence. In addition to that, Vermilion was a wonderful resource because that's actually how I got my position with Clason Point Partners.